Grimstroke also works as a really good counter for a few heroes like Pango, for example, but Dragon Knight, don't think DK cares that much about a Grimstroke.
No, he does not. He might care about a Clockwork with Inkswan though. And you are comparing with the Kotal right now. I think you should compare the Grimstroke more with a Darkseer, where he gives speed plus an AoE disable to his teammates, and both Ember Spirit as well as Clockwork really enjoy that, just running in. It's not exactly hasted speed, but it's a pretty good boost.
Yeah.
And you enable these heroes to fight earlier and stronger.
Yeah, that
That's
could be.
it. He's nice counter push, but it's not exactly enough to keep a Chen DK push off of your mid tower at 10 minutes.
Well, what do we get? Are we going to get that Darkseer? Are we going to get something else? Single target
Definitely no
abilities?
Darkseer. No. The question here is now, you see that you're going to get outpushed really hard. You can either fight them, or, well, this
Bring
is the
out your
fighting
own
option.
push.
Yeah, bring out your own push, exactly. But Venomancer, in my opinion, is better as just this sort of fortress. This man's going to sit on a lane, and he's going to stay there. And it's going to take everything you've got to dislodge him from under this tower. Because remember, this is a straight up pushing lineup. This is, can't say proxy push, but this is proper siege. They're not going to dive with Luna Chen. That's just not a great idea. So Venomancer is going to be able to hold at least one lane wherever he installs himself. It's going to force him into a lot of defensive items as well. You want a pipe now.
I like the idea of Venomancer installing himself in a lane. I don't know, it just fits the character really well. Like Veno just usually loves to sit in that one place. Quincy crew banning the bristleback. So that's your frontline vision giver pretty much alongside with the Clockwork. It could fit. Does Thunder Predator want to bring up more AoE? Do they just want to go straight up right-click damage? Is your options here? They could also go for range damage here too if they feel like it. But then Clockwork would have to be a pos 3, and I think Veno would rather be a pos 3 than Clockwork.
Yep. Like, I'm going to do this every time, but I'm just leaning towards a Troll Warlord. Just because you want that sustained right-clicking damage. You want someone...
Troll definitely brings both the melee and the range. Tower damage, Roshan, split push.
He's got a Veno and a Clockwork to tank for him, and they're saying nay to the extra team fight control of an Invoker.
Yep.
Does mean that they think this is an offlane DK.
Could be. Could be offlane DK.
Because right now everything's up into the air for Quincy Crew still, right? Could be offlane DK, could be offlane Chen. Hell, you can still make this Earthshaker core if you really want to.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to, but he owns Ember Spirit in lane though.
Oh yeah, like the thing with the why I was thinking Chen would be 3 is because they play it a lot in Europe and CIS. Like the pos 3 Chen that basically puts all the eggs in the same basket, buffing up a hero. Like say for example Meepo, you know, space creation and push, a lot of sustainability, and have that advantage for that early push and really go along with your snowballing hero. But it would make sense to put the Chen as a support in this particular matchup. And there's the Wind Ranger, and we're looking at a pos 5 or pos 4 wind to go along with the Grimstroke.
Yeah, you sure about that?
It could also be a mid wind if you don't want to put it support. There's a bit of flex here and there. Wind Ranger's damage output is alright when it goes up against a DK. Not exactly the tankiest when it comes to Luna if you're left all alone. Then again, you do have this frontlining hero who can just nimbly move around and make the damage happen. And the hero that has been banned most of the time in the first phase, even in the second phase, sometimes in the third phase, not banned at all. So it's gonna be the Lycan last pick kicking in for Quincy crew. How do you like that?
Yeah. mean, I couldn't really even get to it, but I'm seeing all these pushing guys. I'm like, are they really going to? I mean, they could, right? You don't. They're just going to go all in. So that is an offlane Lycan. And you are correct, actually, in saying that that's a support Wind Ranger. I guess I like support Wind Ranger more than core Wind Ranger, but it's still, oof, it's rough. At the very least, having a core Clockwork is going to give them some opportunity to, you know, he only needs levels.
Yeah.
He's most likely going to have a lane. He can start making things happen. That Earthshaker is always a kill, especially for a core Clockwork. And together with an Ember Spirit and maybe some Grimstroke stuns as well, you can make a lot happen in this game. The question is just, what kind of build does MNZ want to go on this Ember? Because I feel that when faced with this much pressure from all of these units, a lot of them get tempted to go into the physical damage build when that is such a slow build-up, and I don't think you have the time.
You die. Yet
Don't think you have the time at all.
lives on.
Well, it's gonna be the story of this one. Because Thunder Predator trying to look for a tie, and Quincy crew looking for their first victory in this tournament. So that will be a great start for them to get their first victory under the belt. Thunder Predator, however, does have a tie already under them, so if they can get another one, would be good for them in terms of points. Keep themselves in the mid area of the group stages so far, as we are in the 4th day of the BTS Pro Series Season 2 Americas. Right now it's 3 a.m. and 3:40 a.m. right now here in I can't even say cold Finland because it's goddamn hot inside right now, and at least,
I'm watching a beautiful pastel sunrise.
Oh yeah, I
Very
mean you're at a cottage. You're at like the best possible place right now. You're at right next to a lake, right?
Yep. I see the mist on the lake.
The dream right
It's a
there.
dream. I even kicked my boyfriend out of this specific cabin so that I could just have it all to myself, cast Dota all night, sleep away the day. It's gonna be delicious.
At least no early aggression coming in from either side. Maybe a little bit of a lane swap-ish happening here. Leo Style will be going into mid with the Venomancer. Nevertheless. So Veno versus DK. Might be a hard time for Veno to get last hits.
Yeah, at the same time, for the first couple of waves, you really only want to get your levels. And after that, you're one of those few heroes that's actually able to bully a DK back. He can't do anything against the sheer amount of damage over time that you got.
Yep.
And, you know, when in doubt, you can always try to last it with your Plague Wards. Although, I'm going to have to see what kind of build Leo Style actually goes for here.
Yep, we'll keep an eye open on that mid lane to see what that is going to pull out in the end. But there's going to be a tri-lane setup with the Luna. So we got the Chen and the Shaker to go together with Yawar's Luna. So that's what I was thinking about, the aggro tri-lane, which you can almost see in every game. Not every single game goes in the same manner, but this one definitely have the Shaker with the creep wave blocks early on. MSS might just move away from here because he's the one who probably has more flexibility to contest the 4-minute action runes in the mid lane. But Chen has to stay around. He's already picked up the headdress as well to be able to sustain in this lane a bit longer. And MSS looking for the fissure block and won't get it. A Grimstroke trying to get into the tree line, but that is a dead MJZ right there. So the slow creep is there. The right clicks will be there as well. And SVG will take the first blood here for Quincy crew.
Very nicely done. And they're basically going to be putting this pressure on to make... Yep, there she comes. The Windrunner comeback. And this is very disadvantageous for Thunder Predator, just because they're now putting 3 heroes up against what's basically 2.5. And, oh, I guess they put the Grimstroke top, though. Interesting. That's something. Maybe they think the Wind Ranger can survive more? I don't see the practical use of swapping these 2 heroes out.
Yeah, I mean, technically the Ember could just sit in top here all by himself with Lilith against them, and if he ends up in trouble, you can always go for the TP rotation to help out on top. I feel like Thunder Predators should maybe just hold on to their eye setup in bottom, but I don't know. They're going duo lanes for now. Maybe it pulls out in the end. Lycan is happy to solo, especially if he gets those early levels. Just get that regen up and running. Should be alright with this right-clicking contest here with MNZ.
Yep. So Lycan should be fine as long as you don't have any kill threat on him, and that's kind of why I expected the Wind Ranger to stay top as well, just because she, with the Shackle Shot on the walls, actually does supply kill threat. That said, turns out Inkswell is also kill threat.
Well, it seems to work out for them. First kill for Thunder Predator here. Getting the Lycan punished early on is a very big victory in a sense, also for the Ember Spirit, because when your support doesn't need to constantly sit around. They're gonna have Inkswell up once again. SVG maybe getting the best luck with the jungle creeps. You guys at level 3 might be able to do something, but in the bottom lane, you are dropping very low here. Cogs pushing for more damage.
Oh,
Matthew
nice
has no power shot available. The Luna's gonna live for that. Really good fissure block by MSS.
Nicely done. So, one of the things that could happen here is if Thunder Predator...
Dropping very low. The Venomous Skill's gonna tick one more time, but it's not gonna be enough to kill him, though.
Can't die to Poison Sting.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. But the Gale might have been doable. 2 points in both. That regen is...
He's regenning too fast.
Yeah. 12.1 regen. Feels good, man. That's just what DK does. Very hard to harass out of lane and also slows down your opponent with the breathe fire. That works out well. And you are in trouble. Frank trying desperately to get this kill on the Clockwork, but not gonna get the Luna down. 90 HP now MSS.
Matthew would need like one more creep in order to get his power.
Well, looking for Lelis in top lane. MNZ diving in deep. The fist will be thrown out, and Lycan almost doing the same thing, and now you've got SVG around 20.6 HP regen. How do you kill this Lycan if Chen is around? It's just not... It feels like it's not even doable at this stage.
You have a lot of damage though with the Max Flame Guard plus an Inkswell on top, but since they're low on mana and cooldowns right now.
5-minute bounty spawning. Bit of a contest here at the river. SVG almost taking down MNZ. Bottle charges, healing up a bit. MJZ probably gonna sell his life so that MNZ will get out. And there we have it. SVG picks up the kill there with the Harpy. A little bit of a lightning in your butt.
Yep. That lightning damage shoots through the Flame Guard so fast. I was saying that he had that to deal damage with, and then nope, he did not have it anymore. And Leo Style now gonna get the Harpy treatment as well.
And MSS is here, the fissure block is there as well, but there's a lot of TPs coming in, and Matthew looking for the turnaround. There's the Shackle Shot. Inkswell looking for Quinn as well with it, and they will get the DK stunned in place, but is the damage gonna be enough? As they're trying to throw in more dots against this DK, but he's just sitting stale. They can't kill him, but SVG trying to get the kill on Leo Style. 60 HP will survive this one, and MJZ actually, he breaks the big boulder. Gets stunned up twice right after. Can't kill SVG. Bit of trading here and there.
That is very important for Thunder Predator though, because they break this first siege coming out from the Dragon Knight. And oh, the war got gone on again by Frank this time. Does he live again? Oh, come on.
It's been a few attempts.
Gets a Lucent Beam in the face for his trouble as well.
That's
Man
the way
tried so hard.
But Frank did a really good job. He's forcing Luna to go all the way back to the fountain to heal and regen up. That's where MSS is going to take over the lane to grab a bit of extra XP for himself. Meanwhile, top lane, Lelis looking for MNZ and will get the Ember before Ember hits level 6. So with the Lycan soloing this lane for so long, almost hits level 7 after he gets that kill. Has Necro 1s coming on the Courier. That opens up a kill with the Ember. Only 5. If he had remnants, there's no way Lycan can kill you. But right there, it worked for
would
him.
still be runaway remnant though, which never feels good. Matthew?
Nice body blocks from SVG. Loosened beam, fissure. And here comes the
Oh.
clockwork. Frank can't quite catch MSS, but at least he gets his buddy back to safety, and now you are.
That
Is
would
he
be
going to
a
get the
core for
revenge for
support.
all of these attempts that Frank's been trying? Needs to get vision for the loosened beam, gets it, and 100 HP, cuts through the trees, and Grimstroke right next to him, but the enchant on was going to be enough. So MJZ with that tiny body block ends up being costing the price here, but Yawar might find himself a second kill here. Very low HP. Matthew in the middle. They will take down MSS. MJZ will go down. Loosened beam, not enough mana to hit down Matthew. Bit of a skirmish going on here between both of these, sides.
Frank? Excuse me? You're the core. You don't go in to save a support. You don't do that. They die for you. You got that?
Yep.
Are we cool?
Quinn picks up DD on the DK with his ulti still running for a few seconds. If he can get to the tower, would be a great job, but there's a Venomancer who's going to be deep pushing this lane the whole time, keeping it stable. Frank coming in, looking for the hook shot opportunity here, coming in from the side. The shackle shot is perfect. Doesn't necessarily even need it. MSS looking for the fissure stun, trying to get the block out, but he blocks his own teammate. And Quinn still probably would have died even despite that fissure. Got a little bit of style points there and gets some friendly tips.
Coming in from the side.
There's a courier also running back and forth.
Cuts the wave very neatly.
But they get
And
themselves a
that
push.
is very nice timing. Into a DK. Quincy crew is going to have a really hard time contesting this push though, but they are bringing in Lelis from the side. They're not going to let this one go without a fight.
And Shapeshift is coming in from the side as Lelis coming in, looking for the Venomancer. Leo style, can he TP out? The fissure stun coming in from MSS, and Lelis is on the other side of the fissure as well. He's going to have to commit fully to this Venomancer, and he's trying to find the kill as well. There's MJZ trying to look for the Inkswell stun as well. The Lycan will not get hit by it. Leo style will go down as he gets chewed down by these units, and Grimstroke also stuck inside the trees. Lelis, his Shapeshift's also run out. He's still getting a bit of movement speed. They will take down one. Quinn with a stun onto MNZ, and the Ember Spirit is fine, but Lelis will end up going down. Thunder Predator find themselves a response. Even though they lose their mid, they take down the enemy carry. And that's something, I guess. That's the highest net worth hero that they managed to punish.
Still though, they did not get the mid tower for that, but Yawar did get the bottom tower, and now SVG, is he going to be able to take this shrine? This outpost, excuse me?
Tight call. Not going to be enough.
Not in time.
Yawar uses his Eclipse to get a kill, but the outpost will not be secured in time. XP only for Thunder Predator. But if you did look at the net worth, you can see a triple lead going in favor for Quincy crew right now. Looking pretty strong.
Yep. Lelis won his top lane. Yawar saw Frank rotating out of the lane to make tempo, which is easy trades. Apparently MNZ is probably going to get a kill on MSS here.
Yep. Well, I was looking at the push going on in mid at the same time, so that's a miss. MSS down for the Ember. His Ember picks up his second kill, tying up with the Luna on net worth, but still the carry and the offlaner here for Quincy crew. Like, what do you build in from here? What's their timing looking like? Because Yawar's gonna go down, and Frank with that battery assault not gonna allow one single loosened beam to go off. Matthew finding the DK, but very limited damage. MJZ's there. Frank is around as well. It's gonna be a very tough kill. They take down half of his HP. Still going on. Leo still coming in with a stun from MSS, and Frank dropping really low on HP, and the tower will finish off the job. DK still tanking. Look at Matthews just tickling this DK. The dragon doesn't care. And here comes the oh my god,
once
it's Lelis.
Again,
Lelis
the
coming in
cavalry.
once again. He's in for the party, and MJZ will go down a double kill as he flinches off Leo style, and MJZ Quinn will go down to Matthew's power shot, and you are trying to give the chase onto those Wind Ranger as well. And Matthew, there's only so many few directions that you can run to, and it's straight into the arms of Yawar. 4 heroes gone from Thunder Predator and 1 for Quincy crew, and they also take the mid tower down.
That's a DK with double bracer. and his power treads on strength. You don't have the damage to take him down. It's not a target. I feel like I should be saying something more about that, but I kinda can't. That's just wrong target selection. Even though that's the hero you see, you can't go for him. You need to decide something different, because Lelis is just going to run at you from the back every single time. Now MNZ runs into a double damage Lycan.
Four-man smoke, and Ember just might be doing a really good job here with the bait. He needs his teammates up and running as soon as possible. Trying to get for the vision onto the high ground. They see it there. MSS will be the one caught. You are trying to pop in some extra damage. The Eclipse will be dropped as well. MSS trying to get that fissure out, but he drops the Echo Slam. Does a lot of damage with Frank, and MSS will go down as well. You are not being controlled by Matthew. MJZ there also trying to get the look.
This is the guy you go on.
Low, but this Channel Ultimate coming in for the hill and to take down the Wind Ranger as well. So Jawar's just going to TP back home, even though MNC coming in for the fight, but it's not going to be enough for him. He gets stunned up by the Centaurs, and MNC into trouble in the middle of all of these critters. And those critters, they seem to be a lot more stronger than they look like. And now Leo style just being chased up. The body blocks from the wolves as well, and MJZ trying to do the best he can with those Inkswell stuns, but it's not going to stun at all. And these creeps, well, at least buys enough time for Leo style, but he is still going to go down on the other side of the river. Thunder Predator might lose another one. SVG still trying to keep up the chase on MJZ, but it's going to be a very long chase. His creeps are also very small, small on HP. He's actually baiting with these small pauses here. And
yep, because he wanted that.
He wanted that indeed.
I'm not sure if you should be seeking out full 5 versus 5 team fights if you don't actually have the Poison Nova on your Venomancer. That's... Right now you're just this creeping tank that builds up to things, and you can't stand against this 5-man of Quincy crew at all.
Yes, not looking the brightest here. Quincy crew, however, are pulling off their strat just as they've been planning. Lycan does the heavy lifting early on, and then they have Luna to secure the late game for themselves, and they're in a 6k lead too, so it's looking good for them in terms of their draft. Like, they're not losing that many objectives. They've only lost 2 towers so far. That's all that Thunder Predator has been able to take down. They're not out of the game. They're like, one good fight could really turn the tide here.
Gamba is going to be hard to
Shapeshift
get it.
is up. Necro units have been spawned. So many Centaurs that... Oh, only... Just
look at that train.
Look at that train indeed. That's the gank train coming to a neighborhood near you, and Leo style will go down as well. So I'm not even sure what the Veno was doing there. And I think he just knew his fate was sealed. Teleport wasn't cooldown on everything, so he's just like, well, I commit my life to the greater good. It's going to be the Aegis going down. So we'll be going for Quincy crew.
So MNZ right now, he is going for a damage build, but that's going to be the Mjolnir actually, a little bit faster than the Battle Fury. And I guess it's doable.
Oh, stuns on Matthew. Windrun is available, gets it out in time, but MSS trying to keep up the damage output. Nice 2-man shackle shot coming in right away, and they're just going to try and punish Quincy crew right away with that. Another shot hasn't even been finished. There's the Echo Sun coming in, and they just don't do much damage with that Eclipse. You are just trying to find some targets to hit right now, and here on the run, Thunder Predator. They have the opportunity, but they're going to get stunned up once they come with the Centaurs intervening in the fight. There's going to be another one, and the second one. They're just stunning December Spirit time and time again. The Grimstroke ulti will connect onto War. Then there, Lelis comes in with a shapeshift as well, just keeping Leo style out of the fight, and these creeps, they're just following him down, and he's slowly going to bleed to death, and the Venomancer is gone. They will also tout MJZ, I mean, and then they also finish off MNT. Oh, there's just... MNC, sorry. There's just so much going on right now in this fight, and it's not going for Thunder Predator.
It is not. They're being overrun by a veritable zoo. There's a Gen riding a monkey. There's centaurs. There's wolves. There's... I don't even know what necro creeps are. I don't think you'd put those
devils,
in a zoo.
I guess. Demons, I don't know.
Yeah.
12,000 gold now is the stretch. Wind Ranger, he's only got 1,200 gold towards the Blink Dagger. MSS with the stun. Easy right clicks from Quinn with the Blink Dagger on the DK.
Yep, and Emesis has a Blink Dagger now. So things got even harder for Thunder Predator right now.
I mean, they're getting so tanky on Quincy Crew's side. I'm just starting to wait. When is the call gonna come out from Thunder Predator? I don't believe in their possibilities in this one.
I don't. They don't have the damage. Like, this DK is insanely tanky even without the Luna besides him. And then if she joins, she's going to add that Lunar Blessing to him, give him base damage, give him base armor. Like that man needed anymore.
Almost a Manta also up on Luna. So many difficulties ahead for the Radiant squad. Blade Mail also not finished on the clockwork. There's almost a quadruple lead in net worth for Quincy Crew. You can see the Chen is at 5,500 right now. The Shaker not too far away from your opponent's mid player, or mid hero even.
And
here comes the smoke as well. They smoke right under an ops ward though, so Thunder Predator knows something's up. What are they looking for here? Is the question. Are they going straight towards top and try to catch the Venomancer, or a little bait play in mid?
Guess it's the mid bait play, but I'm a bit confused about this smoke, gotta say. If they get a pick off here, it's probably high ground, but they don't have many locations to find that pick off because the waves are all just so pushed in.
MNC shows in the mid lane. He's got 3 remnants. Has the possibility to escape unless Quincy Crew just locks up those stuns with the fissures. The DK blink in for another stun. They are moving in a tight pack. The only one who's not there is Leo style. And Lycan's popped his shapeshift. Lelis is on the hunt. He's got the web. He's gonna cancel that. He's got the Venomancer in his arms. And another fight breaks loose in the mid lane as well. MNZ in the trouble. He's gonna get stunned up. Just stuns for days. And what are you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. What can you do when you can do absolutely nothing is the case here for Thunder Predator. Quincy Crew, get the creep wave in. They can take this tier 2 tower down. And still holding on to the Aegis for another 2 minutes at least. They can go high ground from here.
Yeah, they can. I mean, it's going to be a little bit rough. Oh, Matthew actually got locked outside of his base.
Oof.
I was about to say these heroes that they killed are going to come back, but Matthew should buy back if he wants to be there.
They will use the glyph and try and hold this base up just a bit longer. But once that tier 3 tower falls, it means the Luna's going to start throwing glaives all around the house. And now that goes down, those glaives will start bouncing. And then there's this area, you just can't go inside this box. It looks like a goal with the post inside, but that's exactly the case. And Frank will go in with the ink swell. The Eclipse will come in from Yawar as well, but it's bouncing around. The Blade Mail will do a bit of damage. And Luna might lose his Aegis, but that's only the Aegis. That's already one hero down. The Power Shot will finally finish off the job. Now Quinn and SVG and Lelis trying to keep up the pressure here. Maybe secure Jawar and escape. And Yawar just keeps on hitting. Another shackle shot coming in from Matthew, only to slow them down just a bit more, but it's not going to be enough. Quincy Crew, they take their axe and they're out of there.
Very neatly done. That Aegis loss there can only really be forced by Thunder Predator, and they have to throw the heroes at them. I'm looking for a way for Thunder Predator to play their way back into this, but I think that even if Quincy Crew just makes several mistakes in a row, it's just going to be so hard for them to actually die. Even if you get caught out on your own, most of their heroes have some form of escape mechanism right now, and there's a global heal from the Chen.
Yep, not to even talk about the Guardian Greaves and Chen that's been on him for a couple minutes by now. Now heading towards the tier 1
talking
tower.
about that
And
hypothetical
Quinn will
scenario
blink
here.
in, go straight for MJZ on the Grimstroke, and that will be him gone. Lelis trying to give a bit of a chase, pops his second ability, drops a bit of that armor, and look at that minus 11 armor on Venomancer. Look at the amount of damage he's taking. Oh man.
I would like to note that this is a 2 versus 5. Well, now MSS has come in,
GG.
but, you know.
That's it. Quincy Crew, they take it with style. No mercy, no prisoners taken. Sorry. Oh man. They just slaughter Thunder Predator in game 2.
Yep, there was no contest whatsoever.
I don't know if there's any way or any necessary way to put this any more dramatic than it actually is, but Quincy Crew demolished this one.
Absolutely. The only thing that I can say about it is really that the moment where you see that you have such a push disadvantage in the draft, I don't think going more counter push is the way to do it. Because look at the amount of counter push that they actually have. They have a Venomancer to defend towers with. They have two of the best wave clearers in the game with the Grimstroke and the Wind Ranger. And then, of course, there's Ember Spirit, who can always safely clear as well. And it did nothing for them. If you want to be able to actually do something against a full-on push lineup like this, you have to recognize that you're getting pushed, and you need to push yourself. Either that or get a really big team fight ult and catch them in one of those pushes. But I personally think that if they threaten you with push, you need to be able to push on the other side of the map. You need to match it. Otherwise, you are the only one who's going to be losing towers, and then you're going to get outfarmed after that.
Well, that means that our third best of 2 series of the day also comes to a close. Quincy Crew take the 2-0 victory, and we're going to be heading into another break. We have one more best of 2 series to go, and it's also going to be a very exciting one because Thunder Predator, they get themselves a chance to redeem themselves, and they're going up against Plasma Elite X. So let's see which of these two teams is going to win the final brawl of today's games here at the BTS Pro Series Season 2. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes when we get the last series up and rolling. But right now, ads and a break, so you guys can also grab yourself some refreshments, and we will also do the same. We are running at 4 a.m. right now, so we definitely need to keep that energy pumped up, and you guys definitely also need to do that. And, you know, you fool us up as well. So we'll go to a break, and we'll see you back in a bit.